Hello, hello, my dear health seekers. Inga from Health Origins here, and welcome to Cook Along for Weight Loss show. And today we're making vegan sushi. So let's get into it. So I've given you the ingredients to get ready for this one. And first ingredient, the main ingredient, is your brown rice. So this is short grain brown rice that I cooked earlier, and it needs to cool down. So it's best if you do it, say, the day before, or a few hours beforehand, so you can let it cool down. And you need to use short grain brown rice, not basmati rice, because basmati rice is not as sticky. And you want the stickiness, and in fact you don't want like fluffy rice for this one, you want it actually more sticky. So perhaps you even can overcook it just slightly until it starts sticking. This, as you can see, it's quite sticky now. So this one, just to let you know how I cooked it in my Instant Pot. I did rice kind of ratio 1 to 2. So I think I don't know how many cups this is, but I altogether I've cooked 2 cups of dry rice to 4 cups of water, and I cooked it for 15 minutes on the pressure cooker. So that's kind of how this result happened. So I've got the rice, and we're going to be using rice vinegar to give it like this tanginess. So you can use either normal rice vinegar, the usual, or you can go more Whole Foods route, which is brown rice vinegar as well. You can get this slightly different tastes. I think more traditional is just the rice vinegar, so that's what I'm going to be using for this recipe. And then I've got some maple syrup, so we're going to add a tablespoon of each of rice vinegar. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of rice vinegar here, and 1 tablespoon of maple syrup to give it this nice sweetness here. You can use sugar as well, but I would say probably use caster sugar if you're using sugar. But obviously maple syrup being a bit more whole food ingredient, so I prefer that. And that's it. So we're going to just mix it up, and that will be our basic rice mixture done. And as you can see, I've got other ingredients ready. So I've got my sushi sheets, nori sheets. I've got a bamboo rolling mat, but if you don't have one, don't worry, you can make it without. I've got my spring onion sliced and chopped, like kind of in let's see what, 10-15 centimeters kind of strips. I've got my cucumber sliced as well. I've got my avocado sliced. And this is just some soy sauce for taste testing later. So it's very simple. You can add different ingredients, be creative. You can put some tofu, baked tofu if you like. You can put some pepper. You can put some carrots. Just any other kind of veggies you can think of. Be creative, so you can try it with different things. But this is just a basic avocado and cucumber sushi I'm going to be making. So yeah, so mix it up, and I think this is pretty much ready. And this will probably make more like 3 or 4 rolls for this. So what you want to do, you want to put the rice on the paper and compact it down in a kind of even layer, and at the very end you want to leave just a strip, because that's where we're gonna have to moisten it with water, and so it sticks together. So we're gonna put the rice uniformly. In fact, it looks like it might be 2 rolls actually in the end. We'll see. So you want a good layer, not too thick, but try and put uniformly at the ends. Although, you know, ends are never as good as the body of sushi. So normally you just trim those and just eat it as chef's perks while preparing it. So yeah, so spread it out. You don't want it too thick. And that's why, you know, you want sticky rice, because if your rice was fluffy, this would not stick to the sheet like this. And just another quick note, you want to use a rougher side up to where you stick it, because the nori sheets normally have two sides to them. One is a little bit smoother and glossy, and another, you can feel it with your finger, it's a little bit rougher. So that's where you want to stick your rice, to the rougher side, so it sticks on better. So there you go. So I've got my rice pretty much uniformly distributed. So I'm gonna just move this closer to me. And if you have a bamboo mat, then you can use it. So basically the main premise will be to just roll it as tight as possible. That's why the bamboo mat is helping. But like I say, it's not necessary. But first of all, we put our ingredients. So we want to put it in the first third of the roll, because this is kind of where the middle is going to be. So add a little bit of spring onion just evenly here. Couple of slices of cucumber in the middle. Just add one more. And then we want a few pieces of avocado just for creaminess, the texture in here. So that is it. And then now we're really ready to roll. So make sure the first kind of roll, you want to do it like first layer, you want to do it as tight as possible. So if you use a mat, kind of like try, and when you're turning it, keep on tucking ingredients in and press it harder like this. And then you can lift the mat over and keep on pressing it and pushing it. And if you don't have the mat, just do that with just the fingers, just like that, just with your palms, and you know, keep it pressed and keep it rolling. It's pretty much kind of, I don't see much difference, to be honest, with the mat and without, if I'm honest with you. But dip the fingers in a bit of water that you prepared and just wet the very edge of this nori roll, nori sheet even, that you prepared earlier, and just press it down tightly and roll it over itself, and just keep on pressing it to make sure it all sticks to itself tightly. And that's it. So this is your sushi done. Voila. Now all we need to do is we need a super, super sharp knife. And I mean super sharp. You want, you know, to sharpen your knife just before doing it, because it's very sticky. And in fact, you kind of want to keep on, you know, rinsing and washing the blade as you go, because it'll start sticking to it. So we'll just trim the ends. The ends are always kind of a bit of a waste, really. And, you know, I normally just dip it and eat it as I make it. And then just about a centimeter, or just slightly thicker than a centimeter. And we'll place them in a plate just here. And when you start feeling that, you know, the knife has gotten sticky from rice, give it a little rinse, and have like a little cloth by your side that you could just wipe it off, and then you've got a fresh, clean knife again. And then just keep on slicing it just like that. So this is how simple and easy it is to make sushi. And you know, when you go to the restaurants, sushi is so expensive. You know, you pay like £3-4 for just a few little rolls. And when you think about it, how much and how cheaply you can make it at home, it's amazing. So that's why I'm always kind of really disappointed when I go to the restaurants. Yeah, the sushi is amazing, but you have to either pay a lot or just kind of get a couple of dishes and you still kind of stay hungry. Whereas at home, you can pile the plate high and just eat as much as you want. Because this is just rice, really, with some veggies and some seaweed. So all ingredients are really good for you. So it's amazing. And it's sushi is a great food to take to a picnic or even camping. You know, prepare it, put it in a container, take some soy sauce, and voila, you've got some delicious food on the go. So that's starting to stick again. I think I'm gonna make a couple more cuts there. So yeah, so because of the rice, it just starts sticking so quickly. One more. And if you try this, and if you try with different vegetables, different kind of fillings in the middle, let me know which ones were your favorites. I mightn't have tried all of them myself yet, and these are a couple of offcuts. So voila, there you go. That's your plate of delicious homemade sushi. And all that's left to do now is to actually taste one. So I'm gonna, in fact, I'll just taste the end one because it needs to be eaten anyway. So just dip it in soy sauce, and optional ingredients are wasabi and also pickled ginger that I love having. I can't eat too much of wasabi, just a little bit, but it gives this just nice extra flavor, I find. And yeah, enjoy. And obviously, it has to be eaten with the sticks. This is delicious. Definitely get yourself some wasabi and get yourself some pickled ginger to complete the whole sushi experience. So this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this live show. And I hope you join me next Sunday for another recipe, and let me know what would you like me to cook with you next time. And on Wednesdays, I also have another video released every week. So if you're new here, subscribe for more videos and more cook-along shows like this. Give me a like if you like this video. Share it with your friends if you think they will, will enjoy making their own sushi. And until next time, guys. And remember, food is fuel. So be mindful of what you put in your body. See ya.